Hello, this is not a spring chicken. I don't know about you, but if you're getting ready for Christmas, oh, wait, are you hitting the stores? Well, cross your fingers because you better be out there, because after that, I guess it's hand note cards about things you're buying for them. Or clippings from the newspaper. But meanwhile, there is still news going on. We're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. The U.S. will have to pay heavily for what the Republicans got from Obama to get the bills passed.
Oh, yeah. I love that on the START treaty, that they're going to have to modernize all our systems for keeping track of nuclear weapons. They're going to have to modernize disposals, and they're going to have to do this and that. Those are from the Democrats that supported Obama, saying the Republicans are now going to be responsible for having this nation fulfill all the agreements that we can't pay for.
Oh, really?
Brilliant, isn't it? It's the Republicans' fault. Well, actually it was, but well, they deserve it. They were told not to do it. They were told to wait until after the new Congress come in. They said this morning, the Democrats did admit that their pollster said if the Republicans would have waited just 3 weeks, none of these bills that were passed in the lame duck would have passed. None of them.
Yeah, what was the deal about that?
Well, because this is what they said. This is what the Republican Party said to the people that spoke at the election. They said, "F you." That's what they thought of them. You know, there's been.
Well, you know, part of it is Obama passed all these things he wanted to do anyway right now.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't going to happen. He didn't have the votes. They had Republicans. They had 2 Tea Party members jumped on board to help pass this stuff. The women in the Republican Party in the Senate jumped on board, and one woman who's from the most conservative state in the United States, Alaska, jumped on board on the Democratic side now.
You mean Collins and Snow have a partner?
They now, but Collins and Snow are on the way out. They're up. They decided the only reason they didn't get recalled is because they didn't want to spend the money for the election, knowing that neither woman intends to run again in the 2012 election. So
yeah, but they'll probably surprise them.
No, they won't run because those people are pissed off. They are from fiscally conservative states that every time Obama sends up a bill, well, how many billions is it going to cost? Oh, that's all right. We can't pay for it.
Well, Alaska now has joined in.
Yep.
And NATO forces capture Iranian officer in southern Afghanistan.
Well, he wandered across the whole trick is Afghanistan's border comes up to in Iran, so he just said, unlike those 2-3 people that they said were spying, he accidentally walked across the border with signs and barbed wire everywhere, so it was an accident.
And White House predicts gay marriage acceptance in all states now. Don't ask, don't tell passed.
Okay. This is Obama juice. Every state that's had an opportunity that had a vote on gay marriage has turned gay marriage down. Every single state. They said the people have accepted gay marriage as a constitutional right now. That ain't going to happen because they're going to throw all these people. Okay, here is in famous words of one of the 90-year-old senior Republicans still alive. He said, you got to remember what was done can always be undone during the next presidency, as it always is. So
which is why we have 3 different executive branches.
Because the Republicans, the America is pissed off at the way it's being done. They're going to throw the people out of office and they're going to do the worst god-awful thing you could think of is put a conservative Republican government in.
Well, you know, that's just as bad. Because right now, the trend is to go all Republican.
Yeah.
All the House, the Senate, and...
They took 199 districts in the last election.
That's a lot. I mean, even after all the things that Obama had done with his...
There's only 524 districts total. They took 129 districts, 199 new districts.
New ones.
New districts.
Ouch.
Which means they basically control the next election. But don't worry, the Democrats have said they're going to claim civil rights violation when they redo the census. They said they're not.
They already had a...
Okay. The Democratic Party and the ACLU have decided to keep the census tied up for the next decade in the court system until there's a new census come in, where then they expect the illegal aliens will have been made president, which this man doesn't seem to understand. They don't believe in gay rights.
No,
they don't believe in this. They're very Catholic in nature. They are not going to support Obama.
The other thing that they forgot is if they're illegal, there's a lot of them that are very skeptical about revealing who they are.
Okay. The only people besides the Republicans who understand the word illegal are the illegal aliens. They do understand it. They don't get driver's licenses because they don't want people to know where they're at. They don't get insurance because they don't want people to know where they're at. They work under the radar because they don't want to know where. I mean, they use phony Social Security cards, IDs, because they don't want people to know where they're at.
And why would they not want people to know where they're at?
Because they know they're here illegally, and a lot of communities are pissed off. I mean, we're talking they're passing anti-illegal immigration in states where they don't even have black people living in the states.
Oh, really?
That's how northern they are.
And AIG to pay $100 million in workers' compensation fines.
Yeah, that means the federal government is taking money from someplace and giving it to them, because AIG is owned by the government, folks. So
Yeah,
if your money is being
something's
paid
going
anywhere, Obama's paying it.
You mean it's just like GM paying everything off?
Yeah, which
Okay.
basically they took from one pocket and put in the other pocket of the government. Oh, GM did buy, they got rid of GMA Acceptance. Well, they now bought a company that's bigger than the company they got rid of and spent more money for it. But they paid for it in cash, which means they got it from the government.
And Obama to raise taxes by executive order, leaks from the White House are saying.
Well, yeah, he's going
I thought he already did.
No, he's going to, the taxes that he approved of not being raised on the wealthy, he's going to raise them on, and see, an executive order only has effect on people that do business with the government, which means everybody that works in a business doing business with the government are going to see their taxes go up on everybody making $250,000 a year or more, or their business that makes $250,000 more. Which means any business doing business with the government makes more than $250 to begin with. Which means all government businesses, all businesses in this nation are going to have their taxes raised by Obama. Well, he's got to pay for this stuff.
That's true, he does. Somebody's got to pay for it, right?
Yep.
And report, Treasury Department approved U.S. business with Iran.
Yeah, they're almost all Obama-ran companies, though, folks. If you look at them, General Electric, Bank of America, AIG, I love this. I mean, but remember, they said, I did hear this morning that Obama doesn't understand why the Muslims aren't coming to him with his pro-Muslim message. Well, because they don't like people, Muslims that are white and black. Are white and any color.
Or Muslims don't admit they're Muslims.
Well, yeah, basically that's a sin right there, refusing to. He's ashamed of the fact he's a Muslim, but he's a stealth Muslim, so he can get it all done now.
Yeah, but critics, Obama hurt by passing too much new legislation.
Those aren't the Democrats, folks. Those are the Republicans that said, don't deal with Obama, because some of them said we're going to kick their asses out of Congress.
I know.
And then we're going to replace them with people that are going to do what we told them to do. They got election time comes up again in May. And a lot of these people that supported Obamacare and all this stuff are going, any Republican...
In May, didn't we just have an election?
Huh? Yeah, but they have local elections.
Oh.
You can put your officials back on the ballot on local elections in May across this country.
Oh.
District elections are basically, they're going to kick out Republicans. Senators are going to take a more difficult thing, but they'll kick the Republicans' rears out that voted for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of them did vote. They said 39 of them, of course, virtually everybody that was elected by the Tea Party voted for spending money by the ton, so.
Isn't that what they were against?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Republicans are expected to pay a heavy price at the polls for ignoring the lessons from the last election, which is exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah, they're going to kick the guy. He said, he didn't quite say, we're going to kick their asses out. He said, we're going to kick their effing asses back out of office. Because they learned nothing. All they did was piss off the people, the independents, even more. They said that basically the people that are in office now have a 10% approval rating. It shrank 3 points after last week's disasters.
Ouch. And fight looms after Texas gets 4 new U.S. House seats.
That's what I said. They said the Democrats are going to go to court and claim racism. They said the Voting Act rights prohibits giving more legislatures to white states than the black states.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it all based on population?
Not according to the Democrats. They said the Voting Rights Act specifically prohibits arranging a district so that black people don't have the rights to vote.
Weren't the Democrats trying to rearrange the districts?
Well, yeah, but see what it was is they also lost 2/3 of all the state houses in this nation, and and the Republicans control 3/4 of all the governorships, which means it's all going to be, the whole country is going to be red except for major cosmopolitan areas this next year or so.
California faces massive cleanup after storm.
But they're going to raise tax. They're going to raise a special tax in order to pay for the cleanup. Isn't that amazing?
I know. And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
This is okay. If you simply forget the train that brought you to where you're at and get on another train, don't expect to be able to get back on the train that brought you to where you were at.